and welcome to Never Live It Down. On this week's episode, we have social media superstar Hayley Morris. She tells us about the worst voice memo she has ever sent.
I sang this song into my phone and then I sent him the audio memo.
What happens when you drink very, 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 very cheap tequila?
We get to the airport, I'm in floods of tears. I can't stand up. I'm being sick every 5 minutes.
And she fills us in on all the Disney secrets. Are there secret tunnels that run underneath Disneyland where staff move through the park?
Yes, but not all of them. Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Wow. Listen now on Global Player or wherever you get your podcasts. First of all, I want to talk to you about how you got started because your videos are so brilliant.
Thank you.
But you were working in Disneyland?
I was, yeah.
In Florida?
In Florida, yeah.
In a bar?
In a bar, yeah. So in Epcot in the UK pavilion with like a load of other Brits.
Oh my God, that's interesting. Were
It's
they good
fun.
at tipping you still?
Yeah. You bet that's the thing. That was the second time I did it. And not many people know that, like, obviously you make good money doing it. So everyone was always like, why are you doing it? And I'm like, well, it's fun, but also you do make good money when you're there.
The tips in America are like outrageous.
Wild.
But was that your favourite job ever?
Well, this is my favourite job.
Well,
now.
this is your favourite job. But were you always thinking of doing the videos before you went to...
Yeah, so I was doing them since uni. So like
Oh, wow.
for 10 years before anything happened on TikTok and Instagram, there was like years on YouTube where no one was watching.
Really?
But I just loved it. Like I just
Yeah.
loved making videos. I think I just grew up doing it and so just stuck to it.
What was your like big hit then? Because like you've got so many followers. How did that happen?
So it started in December 2020, like very end of 2020, with a video of me and I dressed up as my brain, like just casual, you know. Just reenacting.
another Monday morning.
It's just me and my brain, you know. But I basically reenacted like intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
I didn't know what intrusive thoughts were at the time. No one was really talking about it.
Yeah.
So I just did like an intrusive thought where I was like opening a box with a pair of scissors and my brain was like, imagine if you stabbed yourself in the eye and you died. And so I just put that on the internet, panicked and was like, what am I doing? Why am I putting this on here? Went to delete it. And then everyone was like, oh my God, me too. I have this as well. And it went really viral for like the time. I mean, at that moment, I didn't really have any followers. I'd be lucky to get 100 likes.
Wow.
So it like sped up to like 10,000 likes and
from the
kept going.
From the intrusive thoughts. I think they come from anxiety because I can be quite anxious and I get weird intrusive thoughts that like you're like, oh my, all the time though.
Yeah.
Like mad stuff. Like even when I open a car door, I'm like, God, imagine a cyclist goes by and I knock him off his bike and he gets run over. It's always about someone dying.
I didn't know like anyone else had this. So I was just walking around the world like, why do I want to just like jump off a cliff and crash my car? And then
at the tube, you're like, don't go on the yellow line.
Right? Always. So I was like, I just genuinely thought it was just me. And then realising everyone else did it, I was like, great.
Oh my
Totally
God.
normal.
Okay, some listeners have shared their intrusive thoughts. Liddy said, sometimes I think I'm going to throw my 3-year-old daughter off a bridge and get worried at the thought that I will. That's a dark one.
That is, but I also feel like when you have kids, surely it heightens it.
Well, we used to go on holidays to this place and there's loads of hills and I'd have my son in the buggy and I'd be like going down the hill and I'd be like, don't let the buggy go. Don't let the buggy go.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Right, but I feel like it's because it's the worst thing that can happen, right?
I think so.
So it must be your brain being like, do that? Because I don't know.
Well, Michaela from Dublin says she wants to pull all the wine bottles off the shelf in the supermarket.
Yeah, no, I totally get that though. Just swipe.
Yeah, just like they do in a movie as well, swiping off a table.
Yeah.
My son did that with a bottle just in public the other day because there was a bottle on a wall.
Fair.
And I had to try and give out to him, but I was like, I totally understand why you did that.
I get it.
I love the sound of smashing glass. And I was like, don't do that
Don't
now.
smash things.
A dog is going to hurt itself. Alessia says, I'll be sat in a meeting and I always want to scream at the top of my lungs. Like, what if I just screamed in the middle of this quiet meeting? Have you ever actually acted on an intrusive thought?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Impulsive thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? But the intrusive thoughts, no, I don't think so.
The intrusive thoughts
Just
are the scary
stabbed
ones.
someone, I don't know. You know, when you're cutting up your onion in the kitchen,
And you're
straight
like,
in the
wait,
boyfriend's arm. I don't know. No, I've never done that.
Well, going back to Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to go into the theme parks
Yes, yeah.
all the time, like a free pass?
Yeah, free, yeah. Yeah.
I want to do a Disney fact or fiction with you.
Okay, I might not be very good, but let's go.
Okay. Okay. How long did you work there for? 2 summers?
I did, no, it was a year and 8 months, but separately. So 1 year and then 8 months because COVID cut it short.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So do they send you home if you're not happy enough?
No.
Oh. Are you allowed to point with one finger or does it have to be 2
It
fingers?
has to be 2 fingers.
Shut up.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to go here?
The Disney
No!
point. Yeah, it's like the trademark Disney point.
Why?
You also
one
can't
finger's...
do that.
Why?
You can't do the OK sign. I think like in some cultures it must be offensive or must mean something else, but they will happily say party of 2 and be doing like the flipping you off
Fingers
sign.
up.
But they don't know that that's offensive.
Oh my God, but it is
But
a
yeah,
two...
the Disney
Why? Because
point.
one finger is just rude.
I think so.
Wow, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't think that would be it. Are there secret tunnels that run underneath Disneyland where staff move through the park?
Yes, but not all of them. Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Wow. Is there secret trash chutes in the bins that suck the rubbish inwards so you never see anyone emptying a bin?
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Maybe in Magic Kingdom, because they'd be able to, but the other ones maybe
You
not.
never see a smelly bin.
No, you don't. Although they are constantly, like the custodials are on it.
Just constantly doing
Constantly
the bins.
going around, yeah.
It is such a magical place.
It is.
Tell me something that you'll never live down.
Okay. So, right. Okay. God, this is awful. Right. So no one really knows this. It's only myself, like, that knows this. But
Yeah.
I actually did This Doesn't Leave the Room recently, which was like an improv show, and I told this story.
Yeah.
But I was like, no one will leave the room with this, so whatever, we'll just do it. Okay. So I won't say the year it was, but there was a guy I was talking to, and we'd had like a little bit of a summer fling, and I was leaving where we were. I'll be very vague. I was leaving where we were, and I was like, you know when you're younger and you're like, I'm just gonna record and hear what I sound like singing on your phone.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, and so you sing to hear what you sound like, and you're like, oh yeah, I probably don't sound as good as I thought I sounded when the music was playing. Anyway, I thought it'd be a really good idea to sing. I recorded myself singing the Cup song from Pitch Perfect, which, by the way, when you know the lyrics, it's like I can't actually do the beat of it, but it's like, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Oh, it's so embarrassing that I did this. I sung that song, and like, look at the lyrics; they are so like, wow, narcissist. I sung this song into my phone, and then I sent him the audio memo because obviously it wasn't like voice noting back then. Well,
by accident or on purpose?
On purpose. Yeah, on purpose. I thought it'd be a really good idea. I was obviously like really in this moment of like, yeah, this is the best thing I could do.
No.
The best thing I could do right now. So I sent him this audio clip of me singing, and then I did it in the bathroom as well because I was like, the acoustics in here are fantastic. This is going to sound so sexy. So I
feel really embarrassed for him.
It was awful. And then I'm like walking around the house, just like, you know, doing whatever. And 15 minutes go by and I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, I really sobered up in the love rush I had and was like, oh, shit, you can't like delete. You
Did he
couldn't
respond?
delete. No, I blocked him. So I don't know if he received. I mean, assume he did receive it.
I get it before you blocked him.
We never spoke again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I blocked him on everything. I was like, you are dead to me at this point. We can never.
So not only did he have to listen
again.
to you singing, you then blocked him and ghosted him. Oh my God.
And I'm not even a singer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a singer. I don't have a good voice. It was a moment of like pure madness.
I absolutely, honestly, if someone sings, I don't like live singing because
Same.
I find it really embarrassing. But if someone sent me a voice, I'd probably have been grateful that you blocked me.
It was, what could you say back to that? Great singing. Like, why would you do that?
What are you going to do if you bump into him again?
I've bumped into his friends.
Did they know?
Yeah, they definitely knew.
They knew.
Yeah, I was like,
there's that girl that sent
we
the
were all
scene.
out. Yeah, and I just saw them. I didn't see him, and we'd all been drinking, and they just shouted my name, and were like, "Hey!"
No!
And I was like, "See you later."
Bye.
Yeah, and didn't speak to them again. So I've not seen them since. Don't want to see them ever again. Oh, honestly.
Why did you feel like you wanted to sing down the phone to him?
I don't know. I really just feel like
I'd never have that inkling.
I think it
Never.
might have just been Pitch Perfect. The days of Pitch Perfect. Something was in that film that made me be like, singing is how you express your emotions.
Oh no.
And I don't even really
would-
fancy him.
I would die. I don't even
Yeah.
like when people sing happy birthday to me. I'm like, is this gonna end now?
Right? I never want someone to sing to me.
Ugh,
And there I was.
I think you really fucked it for yourself and you just started blocking him and stuff.
Yeah, I could have. I mean, I don't think I could have come back from that. You
I would've
don't
been
just go.
interested to see what he would have said.
Anyway, see you later.
Anyway, do you want to go for a drink on Wednesday?
No. No. Don't. I think I still have him blocked on social media.
Cringe.
Yeah, so gross.
Tell me a subject that you can talk about for hours.
Probably Below Deck.
I haven't gotten into that.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. Get on it.
But I always hear, like, I watched that program recently on Netflix about that girl who went missing on a cruise ship. I know
Haven't
cruise
seen
ship
that,
is
yeah.
different, but like the rules at sea are just.
Yeah, but I feel like it's different on Below Deck because it's just about the drama of, the like stewards, the
Kind of like a
the
chalet,
deck hands.
girls and boys.
Yeah, it's basically that.
So you just watch that all the
I
time.
love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah.
See, I can't get into that or the Housewives because I know that I love it so much, and there's too many of them.
There is too many. I've never done Housewives for that reason.
Yeah, it's too. How
And
many,
it's too
is
much
there
to catch
loads
up on.
I know, but it's meant to be really good. There's like a crew of people that just love it.
Yeah, there are, but I just don't think I could join it because I do think it's such an investment. Like I started Below Deck during lockdown,
Oh, okay, fair.
and I was like, "What else do you do?"
I just didn't, and I don't do Love Island. I've never watched Love
Do you
Island.
not?
No, because
Okay.
I need my summers,
Yeah.
and like it's the whole summer.
It really does.
And
yeah.
once you start,
eating.
you can't stop.
No, true.
So the most embarrassing moment of your life using only 3 words.
I don't have to explain what it is after, do I?
Yeah. Hangover, bag, crush.
Oh, I was so not saying that one. I'm taking that one to the grave.
So I'm going to assume that you were hungover, you puked in your bag, and you're with someone you fancied.
No. Close, but no.
That's fine. I wouldn't puke. I'd rather puke on myself than in
No
my
puke.
bag.
There was no puke involved.
There's no puke.
No.
Oh. Fine. You can tell me after. What was the last dream you had that was totally messed up? This dream is wild.
This was so weird. It was literally last week. I woke up and I was like, I need to remember this. Right. So, and also what's really weird is I keep having a recurring bit of that happen where, right, okay, anyway. So I was going on this morning and
Yeah.
you were co-hosting it and I can't for the life of me remember who you were co-hosting it with.
Tom Hardy.
I
Probably.
just remember
Let's
you.
say Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Tom Hardy. So you
Were
I
we
was like-
holding hands?
You were holding hands and kissing. Oh
my
So
God.
weird.
Stop.
Right, so I arrived in the green room and it was just me and the producer was like, we don't have anyone doing your hair and makeup. We told you to come ready. And I was like, oh no. But I was soaking wet. Like my hair was wet, my face was wet, my clothes were wet. And you know, like a dream, you're trying to get ready, but nothing can work. And like
Yeah.
my makeup brushes were wet. And everything was taking so long. And I was like, how do I get ready quickly? I was watching you guys on the TV and knowing my segment was coming up. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
Makeup brushes
I was like,
were wet.
what do I do? I have nothing to wear. And then the producer was like, we've pushed you back 15 minutes, but the show will end at this time, so you have to be ready by then. So I was like, shit, I really need to get ready. Mic guy came in, put the mic on. And I was like, I'm soaking wet. What do I do? Anyway, I'm then left and the TV is left on. It's gone to an ad break. And you guys are just sat there going, she is so embarrassing and so awful. Like, we're only getting her on because
No!
we're laughing at her. And then weirdly, and this is the weirdest part, you were like, everyone in Hollywood is laughing at her. I was like, Hollywood? Why is everyone in Hollywood laughing at me? But yeah, it was basically like I was the butt of the joke in the entertainment world.
Of everything?
Of everything. Everyone was like so embarrassed by me. Like, this is so humiliating for her. And it was a big joke. So I woke up like, wow, we've got some real issues going on there. But
I wonder what you were thinking of before.
It was so weird. But I've had so many dreams since where, like, last night I'm soaking wet and I'm trying to get ready quickly, but I can't get dry.
Sorry, the Hollywood thing is hilarious. I wouldn't care if everyone was laughing at me in Hollywood. Once they knew who I was, I wouldn't care.
Why was I worried that everyone was laughing at me in Hollywood? I literally woke up and went, well, that was like a really weird combination of things. But the thing that was really weird was the Hollywood comment.
I think it's weird, the wet makeup brushes and just being
horrid.
wet.
Yeah. I don't know where I'd come from.
Well, I'm glad that I was co-hosting this morning, so thank you very much.
There you go,
They have yet to have me on. Yeah, you're manifesting for me.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the most nerve-wracking thing you've ever done?
Oh, God. I think it's just breaking up with someone. Oh, my God. I literally do not like doing that.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, have you done
But there's no... I've done it, but there's no... I'd rather... It's hard because would you rather be dumped or broken up with? Because being dumped really hurts so bad. But then breaking up with somebody is just also so bad.
I've never been broken up with.
Have you not?
No, and I should have been. Cool. These people should have broken up with me. They didn't want to be with me.
I haven't been broken up, but I've been ghosted.
Oh, ghosted's bad. I've been ghosted. But I was never in a relationship with them anyway, but... Yeah, the breaking up is so gross.
So that's your most nerve-wracking
thing. I feel
so
like,
what do you do? Like, do you just write a list of things that you have to say to them? And where do you do it face to face?
So the last one I had to do over the phone because we were long distance, but we'd been together for like 4.5 years.
On FaceTime or on a phone call?
No, on a phone call.
Who was it? Phil Collins who broke up with someone via fax.
Really?
Yeah. Was it Phil Collins?
Fax?
I'm pretty sure it was Phil Collins. It was one of them.
Surely not.
No, it might have been Phil Collins or he seems like he'd be too nice.
Yeah, I don't think fax.
Well, Eric Clapton
doing it now.
It was either Eric Clapton or Phil Collins. We better find out who it is. One of them broke up with someone over fax.
That is wild. Phil Collins. That surprises me.
I'm shocked. But sometimes, do you know what I think? Sometimes when you're trying to like save someone's feelings, because like,
do you know what? He could have just sung a song, blocked. Yeah. That's all you do. I mean, bloody hell. The voice of Phil Collins, sure. I'd take that pretty well.
I think you'd get away with the voice now, though. You'd be like, that's kind of cute. That's nice. Coming from Phil Collins.
It's okay, yeah, I accept it.
So have you ever been ghosted then? You have?
Yeah, but only from like a date, like a couple of dates.
I find that really weird that people do that to each other.
I know, just say it.
It's just so fucking mean.
Yeah, just say it with your chest. You don't fancy me. I don't care. Tell me the problem.
No, but okay, so top tips for breaking up with somebody. Oh, God. It's making me anxious thinking about that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I was in the toilet all morning before I did the breakup I did. I think have a friend that you...
Sitting listening?
Like, no.
Oh.
In the morning. Yeah. In the morning. Don't do it in the afternoon or the evening. Do it first thing.
Well, first thing, because if you do it at night, they can't go to bed.
Exactly.
They can't sleep.
And they've got time to go and see their friends.
Yeah.
Like, go for a
walk.
That's
very kind.
Right? So, see a friend first thing and really... like G yourself up for this is the right decision.
Yeah.
Like make sure you're in that frame where you're like, right, this is it. And then rehearse it, Just be like, do a Nathan Fielder and be like, we're going to rehearse all of this before we actually do it. And then get it concise. Don't like wobble around the point because there's nothing worse.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than someone being like, I want to break up with you. But like, I don't know. If you just take too long, I think...
Just be to the point.
Yeah.
I remember I used to go out with a guy. We broke up with each other all the time and got back together. But I remember he dumped me in a cafe once. And it was so embarrassing because I was just crying in this cafe.
Yeah, that's definitely don't
do
it
I
in
dumped
public.
him last.
Yeah. You got in there.
Yeah. God damn you.
Yeah, definitely don't do it in public.
No, that's really neat. Okay, are there any red flags that you would say about people then? If you're meeting a new person, what are your red flags?
Oh, someone that takes himself way too seriously. That's such an ick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
And who's not funny?
Yeah, because they're never funny, those people.
No, and if people tried too hard to be funny, it's just... Yeah. Also, I don't love a man in a flip-flop. A flip-flop. A flip-flop? Is it a flip-flop? A flip-flop.
A flip-flop.
Flip-flop. The thong flip-flops.
Yeah.
I'm like... Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't mind a woman in them though, but a man in a
No.
What the hell are they called? A flip flop.
A flip flop.
A flip flop.
A flip flop.
Get a sandal.
I don't know.
I'd rather
What
a
kind of
sandal.
sandal?
Well, not one of the ones with the sticky sides and stuff. Not like a
what?
hiking sandal. You know, like the hiking sandal.
No.
That men go around in, like older men go around with socks and the hiking sandal. Do you
Like a
know the sandal that
Birkenstock?
goes like, no, Birkenstocks are okay, I think. A nice Birkenstock. Get yourself a Birk.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. No,
I have no idea what a hiking sandal is.
you
That is
would. The
wild.
ones that like have the strap there, strap there, strap there. You know them, they're really grim.
No.
I'll have to show you after.
Yeah,
I'll hike
show
the
me.
sandal.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't be going hiking in them, but
No.
that's
And
what
also a
people seem
sandal
to
with
do.
Velcro on a guy. You've got to be over a certain age.
I know, but isn't it weird that it's okay with women?
Yeah.
And do you
I
know
mean,
what-
there's so many things we're not allowed to do, though.
like what?
Like age. Do you know what I mean? Like, God, there are so many things that women can't do.
Women,
So-
yeah, men look good aging, and women are just told that we're just
Yeah,
rotting.
so I'm like, fuck you, you can't wear a flip flop.
No, you can't, and I don't want to see a bike helmet or a bike either, even though I cycle.
Yeah.
I'm cycling home.
But you can do it because we're not allowed to age. So
It's totally different for me. Or a briefcase. My husband once went through a stage of just carrying a briefcase
Hell
around.
no.
There was
Why?
fuck all in it.
Why?
Because he'd started up a business and it was just part of his new
Just
look.
really wanted to be in the it's cosplaying as a businessman. Do you know what? Understood.
Honestly, do you do the apps then?
Oh, like I'm in a relationship now, but I met him on Hinge.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did you find him on Hinge?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. God, we're really just realizing I am so bizarre. Okay, I live on the Isle
I
of
think
Wight.
the voice note thing, when I read that, I was like, that is such an unusual
There is
thing
so
to
many weird
do.
things I've done. Honestly, it just the older you get,
Yeah,
the
but
more
that's
you
why your
realise
videos are so funny.
I'm unhinged.
You are.
I
You
am.
do the thing, but you do. What I love about your videos is you do the things that we all think about. Like,
But no one wants to say it.
no. My favourite
Oh.
had to have been the tampon, though. I know I've already mentioned it to you,
The
but
tampon, yeah.
dragging out the dry tampon
Yeah.
and
Oh
you're
God,
being
what a
it.
feeling.
She's been like that for like 6 hours. Excuse me, I'm afraid it doesn't look like she's coming back, so I am going to have to ask you to leave now.
But I have a job to do.
Yeah, I think you were just a few hours too late.
Oh, okay, well, I guess I better slip on out then.
Take care now. See ya. Is it me or is she moving really slowly? She's too dry. What do we do? There's nothing we can do. Well, I hated that. Ugh, I thought she'd never leave.
Just being like to my boyfriend, would you mind just dragging me down the hallway? Yeah, no, don't ask, just do it.
Because he'd have to do it. So
Yeah.
how did you meet him on Hinge? Like, what made him stick?
So first of all, I lived on the Isle of Wight. I did not want to match with anyone on the Isle of Wight. Like, you know, everyone, because I'd come back from Disney, moved back to where my family was, which was the Isle of Wight.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, there in Guildford. I born in Guildford, lived there for a bit, then the Isle of Wight.
Oh, lovely.
But I didn't want to stay on the Isle of Wight. I was planning to move to London. So I was like, I'll just set my Hinge to London. I'll just set like around about this area where my
Yeah.
friend was. So I was like, I'm just going to set my Hinge profile to here. And I just didn't say that's where I lived. I just pretended I lived in London. So I started chatting to him. There was obviously like a few people I'd matched with, but really got on with him.
Yeah.
And we started voice noting quite quickly. And then he was like, should we just go for a drink? Like, I feel like we're getting to know each other too much on WhatsApp. And I was like, yeah, I'm just really busy at the moment. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. If you don't want to meet up, that's fine. And I was like, no, I'm just really busy, but maybe in like
Pretty busy
2
living
weeks.
on the Isle of Wight.
And then eventually I was like, I'm going to have to be honest. I live on the Isle of Wight. And he was like, there's a whole body of water between us. What do you mean? Casually, I live on the Isle of Wight. I was like, I just didn't want to date anyone on the Isle of Wight. Sorry.
And you're moving to... And how long did you move to London, though?
I think I moved up like 2 months later, maybe 3 months.
Did you not have a date for 3
No,
months?
I was like
What?
not sure where in London I wanted to move to because I didn't want to move where I'd lived before.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I want to
He
make
waited
sure.
3 months to go on a date with you.
No. I went up and stayed with my friend.
Oh, okay.
Because at this point my like TikTok and Instagram was happening. I was going up for meetings anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that ties in well. I'm up for a week. Let's hang out.
Yeah.
And then we had to do like 2 dates in 1 week. So it was like, I'm not coming up for a little while after that. But yeah, no,
I
he
was
waited.
basically living in another country.
Yeah, mad. The blessing was I was up and down all the time.
Yeah.
So we did see each other a lot before I actually moved up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that felt quite unhinged of me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really think that it is, but I
It
think
feels unhinged to say out loud.
I think it kind of just feels quite intelligent and forward thinking.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I feel about that. Like, why would you date somebody on the Isle? You wouldn't be in London then. You'd be living on the Isle
Yeah,
of Wight.
exactly. And then you get stuck.
I want to know about the most hungover you've ever been.
Oh, God.
I have to read what you said? Flight back from Mykonos. It was genuinely horrifying.
Oh, it was so
Horrifying.
bad. Oh, my God. Right. So to celebrate the end of me writing a book, which was like, I finished this it must have been 2022.
Yeah.
My boyfriend booked a weekend in Mykonos for us at this really nice hotel. And we'd had such a nice time.
Yeah.
And the owner of the hotel watched my videos, and so did one of the girls who worked on the bar there. And so the last night we were having some drinks and they were like, oh, should we do some shots? Now, just to like say this first, I love tequila, but I cannot drink like bottom shelf tequila. I don't know what's in it. I just can't.
I agree.
It immediately goes.
As I've gotten older, I'm like, I have to drink. Like, I don't drink that much, but
top
when I do,
shelf.
it has to be expensive, or
Right.
else I die. I
Yeah.
drank Red Square for years when I was younger. I've
And
done
that was
my Red Square.
Yeah, exactly. I did Glens.
Glens was
Glens,
alright.
yeah,
I
just
liked
Glens.
Glens
Oh, I
vodka. A
couldn't do
red
it.
Glens, £9 a bottle.
Oh yeah, that was expensive for the time. It really was. But yeah, I can't do a shit tequila, and that's what we were shotting. And I didn't know, I was just drinking it. But I was like, it was a real rule of mine. I cannot do it because I will be like mortifyingly ill. Anyway,
Yeah.
wake up in the morning, I am so beyond hungover. I can't stand up.
Oh no.
And we've got a flight at 11. It's 8. And I was like, I'm going to have to go back to sleep. Leave me alone. I'm going back to sleep. And my boyfriend was like, we've got to start making a bit of a move here. And he was like, it's an hour to the airport. We've got to be there early. Like, we're going to need to leave in the next hour. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to get from the bed into the bath. I can't stand up. I can't have a shower. So I get in the bath. I'm sick in the bath. So I had to move to the shower. So obviously I'm not going to like just sit my own sick.
Oh
it's
my
awful.
God.
And then, so I'm vegan. So this hotel was vegan, which was why we went to it.
Sorry, there's a vegan hotel.
Yeah, and it's so good. Yeah, it's like very, very
Do you
like
miss cheese?
I'm like allergic to dairy, so I know.
I'd die. I couldn't live a life without
Yeah,
dairy. What about an
so-
old egg? Do you miss an egg?
Do sometimes miss an egg.
Is that what you miss most?
Yeah, that's the only thing I miss.
And not sausages?
No,
Not
never
that-
liked sausages.
Really?
Yeah, I only liked
Oh, I was
growing
going
up.
to say
I'd have
she
like
eat
fake
fish, and then I was
sausages.
like, no, you
I'm vegan.
don't.
Yeah, you know, just fish on the weekends.
I feel like I couldn't be. I love dairy so much. I
Yeah.
feel like I could actually be a vegetarian, but
Yeah.
I couldn't give up.
It's
eggs.
so not for everyone. I know
It's-
people that have done it to try it, and they're like, I can't give up
How
these
long
foods.
did you do it for?
I've been vegan for like 10 years.
And there's a vegan hotel. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm not being bad, but like, was it busy?
Do you know what? We went out of season, so it wasn't. But
Yeah. I'd say there's
it's
loads
so
of space
nice.
in the summer.
It's so like 10 out of 10 would recommend. Can't remember what it's called, but they had
Is
this
your
like
boyfriend a vegan?
no.
Poor bastard's
I
been
know.
taking
Well, he
on
loved
vegan
it.
holidays.
He absolutely loved it. But he was like, you can never eat at a hotel in the mornings. So he was like, we're going to go down and have the breakfast. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, yeah. I went down there, and bear in mind, they like knew me, and we'd had this, like, you know, I really wanted to like pretend I was fine. I didn't want
Yeah.
to say I was hungover because no one else was. And all we'd had was like probably 3 cocktails, a glass of wine, which is a lot. And when you're saying it like that, but you know, I shouldn't have been
And
this hungover.
17
Yeah.
shots of tequila.
I should never have been this hungover. But like, I was trying to play it cool and kept pretending that I'd left something in the room when we were in the middle of packing. And so I couldn't eat my breakfast, was going up to be sick, running downstairs to be sick, like constantly up and down. They must have known. And then I had to like switch our plates so he ate my food. And then when we get into the cab to go to the airport, my God, are there winding roads.
Oh yeah, because you're going up and down to that poor. Oh
It
God.
was so bad. And I was like, I can't be sick in this car. I can't be sick in this car. And he was like full on crying with laughter.
How unfair that he was fine and just eating 2 breakfasts.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem. We get to the airport. I'm in floods of tears. I can't stand up. I'm being sick every 5 minutes. And he was like, we look like we've had the worst row. He was like, we look like we're in the middle of a massive breakup. Like, this is bad. Like, this looks really bad. And I was like, I don't care. I'm having a really bad time. And obviously, because it's Greece, you have to go through like the passport control before you get to the gate. And we had to stand in this line.
Oh my God. Did you just have a sick bag?
I was bins everywhere.
And what, did you get on the plane and fall asleep?
Yeah. It was awful. I would never want to experience that ever again.
I don't know how. I once was so violently on a hangover, I had to get the doctor over. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. Years ago, like years. I think I don't think I've ever drank as much. I think I was drinking whiskey. Like, I used to drink whiskey and 7-Up. Thinking, it tastes like a Cool Pop, you know, like a Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
At the smell of whiskey, I'm like, I couldn't. It smells like muck anyway.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, I got it. I had to get, and I missed my flight from Kuala Lumpur. I couldn't get it. I had to change it the next day. I was so ill.
You had to get a doctor.
I had to get a doctor over.
To be fair, alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, I know. At least I didn't waste their time at the hospital.
Yeah.
My God.
Grim.
I love about your page that you are basically, you do a lot of videos on how we overthink things, which we all do all the time.
Yeah.
So I want to know your best stories from things that you've overthought. I know this is a hard one.
I feel like everything.
Okay, the thing you most regret doing. What have you overthought that you regret? I do that all the time, though.
What have I overthought that I regret? Most things I overthink, I regret overthinking because it's never as bad as you think it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I overthink to the degree of being like, the worst case scenario is 100% going to happen. And that's all I think. Do you know what? One of the worst things I've overthought, but I think it was quite valid. I had an audition.
Yeah.
And it was years ago, this audition, but it was a callback with the director, the casting director, and I think it was the producer in the room as well. And it was International Women's Day. And I just panicked, like I'd never done a callback before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how to be. And I'd overthought everything already. And I was like, you know, you've got to be yourself. You've got to be just normal. You've got to just go in there and you've got, you know. And I was like, don't talk too much. Don't do this. Like, just do
put loads of restrictions on yourself.
Oh, yeah. And I went in and honestly, I was in there for the person before also, the audition before overran for an hour.
An hour?
So, yeah, I was like,
so then you thought they've got it.
But it wasn't the same part.
Oh, okay.
But they were in there for ages. So I was waiting an hour and then I sent for me to come in. I came in and was just like really robotic and formal. And they obviously were like, nah, this is not for us. And I was in there for probably like 2.5 minutes. And then they were like, thanks so much for coming in. And I just turned around and I remember being like, International Women's Day. We're all... I was like, we're all women. And I went home. I still think about it now. I'm still like, what the fuck was I... Why did I go... International Women's Day.
With the fingers?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. And their faces were like, wow.
Yeah,
great.
Thank you again.
We will definitely not see you again and we won't send you an audition again.
There's nothing worse than going to an audition and you know you're shit.
Yeah.
And you know you're not getting it. And you're just like...
And then people are like, how'd it go? And you're like, don't ask.
Just desperate.
Yeah, that was...
I used to go on castings all the time and like I'd go on them. These girls would rise and I'd just be like, why am I here?
What am I doing? I know I've not got
this. Get out of here. Have you ever unintentionally put your foot in it socially?
Probably, but I can't think of when.
My auntie was telling me a story of when she basically asked them if they were pregnant when they weren't pregnant.
That's a tough one.
If someone's like if someone's in the hospital about to give birth, I still would never ask.
Never.
I was once with a partner and we were at this table at a wedding and it was full of pregnant people. Mm-hmm. And then someone that I was with was sitting beside me and asked this woman if she was pregnant. She goes, no, I had the baby a month ago.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, God, no. Oh, and you're both going home thinking about that for the rest of your life.
I still think about it now.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so careful. Even if somebody is like fully pregnant, I'm like, no, we're not going there.
No.
This is Snog, Marry, Avoid. I'm assuming you know how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a random one.
Okay.
First one, Salt Bay. Do you know who he is?
The Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Fish Rice Cake Man?
He was on a show recently.
Well, there's him, and then there's the man called the Sushi Man. Have you ever heard of the Sushi Man? He is one of the... He went viral. He is one of the best people on TikTok.
If fish is your fetish, we've got an incredible sushi offer right here at Central Crosshaven for 2 days. When it's
So there's him. That's a really hard snog Mary avoid, in
That
fairness.
really is.
Okay, Salt Bay, fish, that fish in a rice, he's just pulling out frozen fish, like not even in a packet from the freezer and flinging it onto a pan.
Right.
That is absolutely
Not for
revolting.
me. Okay. I am going to marry the sushi sweetheart.
He's
What
so
an angel.
cute. The sushi.
Yeah. What a great life you'd have.
Yeah.
What a lovely, lovely
A
human.
kind man, and
Yeah.
fish is my fetish.
So there you go.
You marry him.
I'm marrying him.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to... Oh, I think I'm going to have to kill Fish Cake. And that's just, it's not for me.
I mean, it was a void, but if you want to kill him, I
Oh,
understand.
sorry. No, let's definitely not kill him. Let's avoid.
There's
I'm going
an
to avoid
intrusive
him.
thought again.
I'm going to kill him.
He's going to die now.
This girl's disturbed. I'll avoid him. And then, are we going with shag or are we going with kiss? What was this one?
Snog.
Snog. God, I'm really taking the extreme ones. I'll shag and I'll kill. I'll snog Salt Bay.
This one's a bit nicer for you. Harry Styles, Tom Holland, Ed Sheeran.
Oh, okay. Marry Tom Holland. He just seems like a nice guy.
I know, but Harry Styles is so hot.
Yeah, but I just don't know. I don't know what he'd be like.
I don't think I'd care.
Someone to look at. And I think I'd probably snog Harry.
Yeah.
We're on first name basis there. And then avoid Ed Sheeran.
Interesting.
Although really I should go with him because at least we could maybe make some music together. I've got to stay away from musicians.
If I get a voice note off you on Insta singing.
I'm going to.
Okay, I'm going to do my favourite game, 60 Seconds with you. Mm-hmm. Actually, do you want to do a plug first?
What am I plugging? What am I saying?
What do you want to plug?
I've got some short films on YouTube.
Oh, fab.
And I've got one. When's this
How can people
out?
find them?
On YouTube. So if you go on YouTube and you type in Hayley Morris.
Yeah, you'll find
which
your
is
shorts.
really nice and easy compared to the other ones. Yeah, you can find the YouTube is Hayley Morris, and then my Instagram is Hayley Morris 3, and then my TikTok is Hayley Georgia Morris, which, we're very.
Oh, I
very
must.
into
So is
it.
your TikTok similar to your Insta?
Ish. I put it's Hayley Georgia Morris on TikTok, and then just Hayley Morris 3 on Instagram.
I mean, you're going to pop up. You've loads of followers.
Yeah,
you
well,
will.
hopefully.
Okay, so I'm going to do 60 seconds of Hayley. Emma, will you time it? Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Worst present you've ever received?
A mango.
I
I don't know. That was panic.
Something that makes you very angry.
Men.
Your go-to excuse when you don't want to attend plans?
The dog.
The dog. A celeb you'd least like to go for a drink with?
Oh. A celeb I'd least like to go for a drink with. Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh. Small thing that can ruin your day.
Oh my God.
You're better than a lot of other people, so don't worry.
A small thing that could ruin my day. Getting a mean message.
If you could be famous for something stupid, what would it be?
Sending singing voice notes to people.
Okay, what's your most useless talent?
I can lift my leg up to my head.
That's actually can you do the splits?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we did it.
Yes.
Mango. I don't think I've received a mango as a present. And I love mangoes.
I want to do your favourite foods.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your death row meal?
Oh, death row meal. Maybe like a katsu curry. What were you going to say?
Well, yours is going to be interesting because you're vegan.
But everything you can make.
But where did you get a katsu curry then? That's vegan.
There's this place called Monkatsu, which does a really good one with I think it's sweet potato or pumpkin.
Oh, so you still
But
get
it's
the
really
bits in it.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
not just
and
the curry sauce.
I'm not normally into sweet potato or pumpkin, but it's delish.
Wow. Okay, so that's what's your starter though?
My starter. I don't know if I'm actually committing to the right thing here, but it's okay.
The katsu curry is good. We had a katsu curry here a while ago, and I forgot how delicious they are.
They are good. A starter, I'd probably go for like, Oh, right. There's a starter I had in New York, and it was like, is it like deep fried rice?
Yeah. Oh,
with, I don't know what was on it, but there was like avocado, a bit of wasabi. It was obviously vegan, but it was honestly
like a critic because the rice sticks to your teeth.
So good. That's a starter.
Good. And what about dessert?
I don't really have a huge sweet tooth, so I'd say. Saying that, I'm probably going to go for something chocolatey.
I find it so interesting because you're vegan.
Yeah.
My friend,
when they do it well, it's good.
Yeah, I know. My friend's a vegan, one of my really close friends, but like we'll go, and if someone orders chicken wings, she has a rule that she can have one chicken wing.
I'd love that. So I would literally shit myself.
Would you?
Yeah, I've like built an intolerance to it.
No.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, favourite dessert.
Yeah.
There's this chef called Tara Vegan Eats, and when we've done the short film, she's catered, and she makes this like chocolate orange tart. Ugh, it is
delish.
Unbelievable. I think about that all the time.
Okay, that's a good one. And what if you're hungover? As a hungover vegan, what are you eating?
Like a vegan sausage roll.
What if you're really hungover though, like that day in Greece? What did you eventually eat when you ate?
What did I have? Probably like just a load of fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just need carbs.
Last weird food question. You've just come back from a vomiting bug meal. What are you going to eat?
As in, like, I'm over it now.
No, you're over the vomiting bug, but it's the first meal you're going for.
Oh, you've still got to play it quite safe, haven't you?
You've got to be a bit careful, but you can't have any more toast.
No, God, no, after that. Oh, maybe, okay, like a mash, gravy, vegan sausage sort of
You're
situation.
so healthy.
Do you think that's healthy?
Yeah, is it not?
Like, mash is
It was like,
full of
no.
butter. Nah, that's not healthy.
But you can't have butter.
Oh, but I can have vegan butter.
Vegan butter, you've got everything now. I remember I tried to be a vegan about, pre-kids, probably about 9 years ago, and I was like, this is too hard.
2014 is when I first started, and that was hell.
Yeah, because there was nothing available.
No, nothing. I was living off tomato soup and chips.
What made you be a vegan?
Well, I didn't really like meat and couldn't have dairy. Eggs was like not always. I didn't always feel great after eating eggs. Like I always was like, I may be sick. So I was like, maybe I'm not going to eat eggs anymore. And then I was like, well, like it's actually probably easier to be vegan.
Now I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah, now I feel like I can eat everything. Well, not everything, but everything vegan.
Yeah.
Whereas before I'd be really picky.
Well, yeah, because there's loads of stuff now that you can eat.
Yeah.
Everything can be vegan.
But not at the beginning.
No, exactly. Not when I was doing it. This game's called Pick a Celeb. Who would you most enjoy going for a roast with?
Ooh.
I know, it's very intimate, isn't it?
I think
that's a good friend.
Pedro Pascal, yeah.
Yeah, he's
like he'd just be so fun.
I know, but he's getting a lot of shit in the press
I
because
know.
he touches people.
Honestly, that's just not a thing.
I find it so funny. I was at an event yesterday, and this man, like, it happens all the time. I think with men now, like they're scared to even touch your back, so like you can just feel the back of their hand slightly like grazing your clothes. It's like you can touch my back.
Just it's fine. I'm saying it's okay.
Okay, a celeb that you'd most like to rob a bank with.
Okay. Someone like fast. Oh, I feel like someone from like an action film or... Oh, do you know what? Joe Lycett.
Joe Lycett?
I just feel like if it went wrong, he'd probably be able to talk his way out of it.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good distraction. I was thinking weirdly The Rock. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody loves The Rock, and they just, not even because he's big and strong, because they just go off and talk to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, a celeb to swap wardrobes with.
Maybe Jodie Comer or...
Oh my God, she is so stunning.
Unreal.
I didn't know how hot she was. I never knew how hot she was. I saw her at something recently and I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be friends with her. She's too hot.
She's stunning.
She'd make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm going to go and just redo my makeup. I'll be right back. And again.
Be a real problem. Like Margot Robbie was someone's bridesmaid. I'm like, fuck, I don't think
upstage.
I don't think I'd be able for that.
No, hell no. I'm not confident or
Down the back.
Yeah, don't come.
No.
Wear a bag.
No. I know you're busy. Don't worry. Okay, so a celeb that you'd like to live for a week. Live with for a week.
Oh, Meryl Streep, weirdly.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I
Devil
feel
Wears
like
Prada
she'd
too.
just have so many stories and I think she'd give you a space when you need it.
She does feel spacey.
She does. And
Yeah.
I think she'd be clean. And I think she'd be there to like have good conversation with.
Relaxed vibe in her house.
Right? I think it'd be nice and chill.
Although I was thinking Kim Kardashian just because I'd love to know what it's like.
Yeah, true.
For the intensity.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had to start a podcast with a celeb, who would you do one with?
Ooh. Who would I do a podcast with? Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to say Joe Rogan because he makes so much money. Or Alex Cooper. Is it Alex Cooper? She also makes a shitload of money.
Shit ton of money.
Just go for the ones who make loads of money.
I'm trying to think of someone who would be like really fun to talk to week in, week out.
I think Alex Cooper.
Yeah?
Yeah, Collar Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Rogan because he's a bit
Yeah.
wild, like with his conspiracies and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's not for me. I think we'd argue too much. But do you know what? Amy Poehler. Have you listened to her podcast?
Yeah,
I
never
love
listened to her
that.
podcast.
I love it. And I feel like she's just fun.
Do you believe in any conspiracy theories? What's the weirdest one you believe in?
I don't know if I feel like I probably believe in like the cruise ship conspiracies, but I feel like if you believe one, you have to believe them all.
I know. Well, the thing, you have to watch that thing, God, I
Yeah.
forget her name, on Netflix because it
Yeah.
is really confusing. But when you're on a cruise ship, you're basically in international waters, so
Right.
there's no law. And like, I just find the whole, like the way
Yeah, it
people just
scares
disappear
me.
and stuff.
I'm not one for cruise ships.
And they have morgues.
Yeah, terrifying.
Anyway, finishing on that lovely note.
Oh, also I think we're in a simulation, but that's, just drop that one in there. Surely we're all just like the Sims.
Oh, also, well, it's not really a conspiracy, but supposedly NASA have said that there is a spaceship coming towards us and it's going to get here by November.
Perfect.
The NASA
Take us
said
away.
it. Yeah. The end of the world is coming.
It's hell down here, so come on.
Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
Never Live a Day.
you.
You're a legend.
Oh, it's been so fun.